Hello and welcome to Board Game Noobs. This episode of Noobs Play, we are going to play Gloom.
Gloom!
Which is a really fun game in which you are playing a family and you're trying to make your family as miserable as possible and then kill them.
Gloom!
Gloom!
Gloom.
While simultaneously trying to make your opponent's families very happy. So the object of the game is to get the lowest points on your family and kill them.
This game is so dark and macabre and sarcastic and ridiculous. It is so much fun.
And the storytelling is what makes
That's
the
what
game
makes it great.
So there are 4 families included in the game. Each family has 5 characters in it, but in a 4-player game, you remove one of the characters. So I am going to remove the bearded man from my family.
I removed the dog.
I don't know who I removed.
I removed a work-in-progress teddy bear.
The Duke.
The Duke.
All right, so I am the circus family. And one of our favorite characters in the entire game is in
Your
my
favorite
family.
character.
Yeah, not.
He's everybody's favorite
Not.
character. But you'll get introduced to him in a little bit. You start with 5 cards. These can be one of 3 types of cards. They can either be cards that add or subtract points. They can be death cards that kill either your character or another character. Or they can be event cards that you play and just do the event.
The really cool and clever part of this game is the translucent cards. And they're completely see-through. And as you play different cards on different characters, the different bonuses start to stack up. And you can, someone could have a really good score, but then you could play another card on them that covers that up. And it's really, really an interesting design and makes for some really cool gameplay.
Yep.
Gloom.
So, we're going to decide who goes first. How are we
I go
gonna
first.
decide? Okay, Ryan goes first. That was an easy decision. So, you get on your turn.
As long as he doesn't go first, I'm okay with that.
On your turn, you get 2 actions. You can play 2 cards, but if you're going to play a death card, it must be your first action.
Kill him now.
Don't kill him.
Don't kill him.
Don't kill him.
It's more fun with him.
Really, it's not. It's creepy.
All right, so I am... I am going to just... It's Gloom, and you want to kill the characters before they get too unhappy. So I'm going to start off the game right, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Mr. Head in the Box. He's dead. He's gone. Forever.
I have to have negative
The
points.
only
She
problem
has
is
to.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
right.
buddy.
you can only
Well-
play a death card on a character that already has negative
You're right.
self-worth points.
I was not thinking about this. So I can't kill anybody right now. So what I'm going to do
I
instead...
can see all of your cards.
It's all right.
Okay.
You can see all mine too.
What I'm going to do is... I'm actually going to discard my hand. Because I have 4 Rest in Peace cards right now, and not a single one of them are doing anything for me.
That's
So,
horrible.
not the best time to have those. So I'm going to discard. I'm going to draw 5 new. And I still get to play 1, right? Because I have 1 more action.
Yep.
So, here's my family. We are the Starks. First is the old dame, the murderous matriarch.
Did you say the Starks?
Well, this is Willem Stark. Yeah, only bad things happen to Starks.
Winter
Yes,
is coming.
That's a good thing for you then.
So, the old dame, the murderous matriarch, she rules the Blackwater clan with an iron fist, and when necessary with blackmail, poisoned, and a knife in the dark. Now, because of her nefarious blackmailing ways, good Catholic woman that she was chastised by the church, giving her negative 25 life points.
What?
And I'm going to draw up to 5.
What does that do to you? It's got something on there.
My draw limit is decreased by 1. No, there's an arrow, right? Does that set
Yeah,
points?
that means it goes on and on and on.
On and on and on and on.
Until it's replaced.
So I'm not going to draw a card. I can only
Glad
have
I
4
pointed that
cards.
out.
Thank you.
All right.
Onward to Sparrow.
I'm not good at stories, so yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Not really.
Make something up.
The wild child was skinny dipping in a lake and
Scandalous.
was mauled by a manatee.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, those vicious manatees.
So hardcore.
Just gummed her all up.
And then what is happening on that? Skip your draw phase?
Yeah.
I bet she was wearing a lettuce bikini.
And
Don't you do it.
who was that?
Who?
Who was that guy?
Willem Stark, the disturbing
Oh,
handyman.
this guy. What's his name?
That's a woman. That's the murderous matriarch,
Yeah.
the old dame.
She got an unfortunate call from friends, and they wanted her to go for a picnic in the park.
Unfortunate call to go to a picnic.
What are you doing to me?
And it does something.
It
I
does.
draw 2 cards,
And a jug
right?
of
Since
wine.
you played it on me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And something about wine. I don't know.
And something about wine? Oh, there's a comment.
I can play. Wait. How many cards can I play?
2.
You played 2.
So
Not
you
bad.
have played 2,
So you draw
So-
up to your hand limit.
So
But I
funny.
can't.
which is 5.
Because she's got to skip her draw phase.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait, is that every turn?
no, just once.
If you have an arrow, like a solid arrow, that means if the effect takes place only once. If it's like a little arrow with a circle around it, that means it takes place every turn until that card is covered up by something with different
Let's
effects.
see how they covered it up. So now he is pretty much at 0.
Yeah, thanks for that. And that's a woman.
Or a man.
Gosh.
Don't do it. Don't kill Mr. Giggles.
Mr. Giggles. Come on, tell your story.
All right, I'm just debating. Okay, so
You're just abating.
just debating what I want to do. Well, I know you haven't really introed your family very much, but I see you're a circus. Is correct?
Yes.
family
Yes.
with
We are the
circus
greatest
folk.
circus on the face of the earth.
That's not a good start in a game like Gloom.
No.
And
Well, we've had some mishaps.
you have an interesting little clown over there. Who would that be?
That's Mr. Giggles.
Well, seems that when the circus came to town, he came to where everyone is. Where do we live? I don't know, but when you came here, you became, out of all in your circus, the toast of the town, and you're going to increase your draw.
My draw limit is increased by 1 card.
Yes.
Because I'm Mr. Giggles.
Okay. Anyway, and then my cadaverous child who went to your circus and saw Mr. Giggles was driven to drink upon seeing him. So it's your turn.
And so, as the fantastic circus of Darius Stark rolled through town, caused many children to be driven to drink, Darius himself, the ringmaster extraordinaire that he was, climbed to the top of the trapeze to announce his show to everyone,
I could die.
and fell and broke many bones.
Wow, wow.
While they were cleaning up that mess,
Ew.
the illustrated lady, Alessandra Deville, who, sadly, her modesty prevents her from sharing her remarkable tattoos with the world. It's not much of a sideshow, but it's a sideshow.
It's a sad show.
She was fallen upon by Mr. Darius Stark,
Oh.
and she also suffered many injuries, and after a while, she was galled by gangrene.
Gross.
Yes, it's very gross.
What does that
Alliteration.
say? Who
Who likes to lose a limb? And now I get to have 6 cards in my draw. Thank you very much.
Now, question before I play something illegally here. When she played the card on me, it said to draw 2 cards. That put me above 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
That's okay. I just have to have no more than 5 by the end of my turn. I would have to discard it.
No, you don't have
Nope.
to discard. It's
Well,
just on your
just
draw
don't draw.
phase.
You don't get
wouldn't
anything.
draw if you already
I
have 5.
see.
It's more about
okay.
just the draw up to the limit.
So, while Miss Wellington something or other was being mauled by this manatee, she had a sudden realization. This manatee is not mauling me, he is kissing me. And
Just sweet
they
animal.
found sensual romance and hot manatee loving, and she found love on the lake.
With a manatee. Love on the lake. That's perfect. With a manatee.
It was the lettuce bikini. I'm telling you.
And now, the old dame, while having picnic in the park with the friends, she was so happy to have called. They had dessert. Unfortunately, the food had been sitting out for many hours at this point. She was quite perturbed by the pudding.
That must have been some nasty pudding.
Gross pudding. Shark-infested custard is an acquired taste.
Ew.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right. Well, was she ate pudding? I'm not keeping up.
Yes, she had pudding.
She was perturbed by the pudding that sat out in the
Gotcha.
sun for too long, yes.
And turns out she didn't really care about the pudding, so she died.
Whoa.
Wow, what a twist. What a Shyamalan.
Maybe she could have been a
Level
little
twist.
poisoned by the pudding first.
I mean,
They said she died without cares.
she died without cares.
Oh.
I mean, old people are just apathetic.
She
That's
died without cares.
That's
Wow.
what they said.
The poison numbed her.
That's
and
like
she
a
died
dark
without
turn.
So,
And you took no points.
Lola,
Voila.
the wild child, now in love with Manatee, went back
It's
to
illegal everywhere but Florida.
tell the nanny that she has found new love and they are engaged to be married. And turns out she was shunned by society.
I can see why.
Society will never accept you.
Professor Helena Slogger, they live next door to. Who are you?
The czars?
Czars.
The Czars. They
Well,
live
actually,
next
that's
to you.
her name. I don't really know what we are.
Well, we live next door.
We
to
just
you.
live together.
We, near the lake and
Well, I
everything.
live with Manatee now, but
So, that's the problem.
Being shunned.
She was in love with the manatee first, and so when she found
Kinky.
out about your love and romance and apparently
this is getting hot.
apparently your engagement, she went mildly mad.
Mr. Keith Baker, I'm very sorry.
What?
Creator of the game.
I have to discard one card from my hand every time I play a modifier card, including this one.
Okay. Yeah, did you do this? Discard your entire hand and skip your draw step?
No,
You should have.
I didn't read that.
For all those points, you have to do something pretty bad. And wait, I only played one card, didn't I? Didn't I?
Yes.
I don't know what to do
Fuzz in my eye.
because he already has one dead, so that's.
Yeah, that was...
At least you didn't kill Mr. Giggles.
Yeah. Now, he's had a positive card played on him, but not a negative card, and therefore he still cannot be killed, correct?
That's correct.
Correct.
Oh, I know what I can do. Oh. Yeah. He's gone.
That's...
Remove that card and your man from the
Wait,
game.
you removed
Choose
Mr.
one living
Giggles?
character from a family of your choice.
He's living.
I'm reading
I'm
the
sorry.
card.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Choose one living character from a family of your choice and remove it from the game. Then remove this card from the game.
He's living
Dang.
Oh,
living.
No, you remove the card
from the game
Dang.
and the dude from the game.
And I don't get that guy.
And you don't get
I
those
guess he
points.
died from his many broken bones.
No,
He
he
couldn't
just
recover.
they took him out of town. They took him to a
They
far away
decided they
hospital.
didn't even want to deal with him, so they just like shipped him away.
And then I draw.
Mr. Giggles made a power play.
Now the circus is run by Mr. Giggles.
It's your turn.
Drive me to drink.
Just get the shivers.
Okay, so
I don't have any cards.
Don't have any cards. I don't know how you're supposed to play the next hand if you can't.
She
get
doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't play anything. She just draws
Oh,
up
you're
to
so
5.
funny. I don't play anything. You're just gonna
while
kill me.
Selena was slightly mad from her jealousy of the marriage to the manatee, she did find new love
How does this become the focal point?
with a porpoise
Oh my!
Oh, no.
and was married magnificently.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
Oh, the married
Oh
magnificently
wait, no,
would've gone
I'm
with
not
manatee.
happy for you. I'm terribly upset.
And
I was wanting the porpoise. Too.
well, I'm
Whoa,
sorry. She's
with the
married to
manatee.
porpoise.
Y'all are some fish freaks.
It's not. None of those are fish.
And while young Melissa Slogar was driven to drink by the mysterious Mystic Eagles.
There are other players.
There are, but none of them have.
And you removed his character.
That's right. Plus, the story works better.
And
with
I
you.
don't have cards, so I'm not that much of a threat right now.
Stop stating the obvious. I just want him to leave me alone.
The rest of the members of the circus came
To what? To
to the
torment her more?
bar
To the bar.
and charmed her. So she was charmed by the circus.
That drove
And
her
much
to
happier.
drink.
Oh, increase my draw limit. And who doesn't enjoy watching a motley assortment of freakish folk cavort and caper about? Oh, well, apparently not me.
And it is your turn.
And you know, very sadly, the young girl in all her drinking, she got a little carried away, while she was being entertained by the circus, and she wandered backstage to where they kept the
sorry,
animals, and she was eaten
can't
by
kill her.
bears.
Yeah, you
She's
can't.
not negative.
Not negative.
She has a negative card that has been played on.
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope.
It has
Not
to.
negative
She
points.
has to have a negative self.
Oh,
total.
lame!
Oh, wow. You don't even know how to use that.
I thought it was like as long as they have had one.
No.
No.
Maybe
Oh.
you
Negative
shouldn't have any
value.
cards.
Okay, so
So have at
the
whoever
paper
would like
prints
to
a
kill.
retraction, and they apologize because
Before
it
this
wasn't
awesome mask,
her.
Nobody can even see it.
It wasn't her that was mauled by the bears. It was actually the tattooed lady.
Now he's only got 2 people left, dude.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh.
So she's dead. Our dearly departed.
There's only 2 left. The game's gonna end too quick.
Are you
Oh,
done?
man.
No, I can play one more card. And Willem Stark, the disturbing handyman. Willem has worked with the old dame for decades. In that time, he's handled all sorts of jobs and relatives. That's kind of gross.
Ew.
Well, he also attended the picnic with the horrible pudding that ended up killing the old bird. And unfortunately, while he was there, he was wounded by wasps.
That was a bird?
Not to mention being bothered by bees and harried by hornets.
I'm not keeping up with this at all.
Pay attention!
The only thing I know is I'm engaged to a manatee.
So basically,
No,
you
you're
could
married
just
to a
draw.
manatee.
That's all, right?
I guess so.
Okay.
That was fun.
Just you're out in the water. I mean, as you said, you live with a manatee now. You're out on the water.
I
and-
get it. You're jealous of my manatee, but do we really need to keep this feud
No,
going
because
on?
because you're on the water, you were delighted by ducklings.
I hate ducks.
But you were delighted. These ducks
Well, then
were
you shouldn't have
different.
put on the bread bikini. First the lettuce bikini, then the bread bikini. I mean, if you just go with the
And-
normal bikinis
This would never have happened.
and stay away from the lake.
What have I done with my life?
And of course, she was with
She's never allowed back at SeaWorld.
Married
again.
to a manatee and frolicking with ducks.
and of course, Helena with
Her
her
porpoise.
porpoise. She had a porpoise. She came inside one day. I mean, no, purpose. Purpose.
I said porpoise.
Purpose.
Ah.
Porpoise.
Ah,
Purpose.
she's-
She
I bet in her
came
head she's thinking of a very specific purpose for that porpoise.
porpoise. They still live by the house, and it's just the lake by the house. And she did have to go in once in a while and make meals or what have you. And Oh, one day she came into the house and was greeted by ghosts. No. Discard 3 cards from your hand.
Oh, well, I guess
Okay.
it's all of them.
And now I get to... no, I don't get to the higher limit, but that's okay. Took away my high limit. Wah. Your turn.
And while she was greeted by ghosts, which initially scared her, she did decide that they weren't all that bad, and they sat down at the table and invited her to join them for a game of cards. And she was so clever at cards that it made her happy. So you get to draw 1 card there.
Oh, thanks.
And then the diminutive diva. No, Miss the Giggles went into town and was very shortly, and we know why, scarred by scandals. What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have to discard my entire hand.
What? For what? For what card did you play?
This one.
What happened? I don't even. We have no
I
idea.
missed it. I
We've
completely
all
missed it.
missed it.
Well, Mr. Willem
What's happening?
Stark, while being wounded by wasps and bothered by bees and harried by hornets, and just what added up to being a really, really bad day, was also overcome by the measles and died.
Well, I think I will cancel and discard any 1 card as it's played, and then I must discard 3 cards from my hand.
So does that still count as a card played from me, or was that?
Yes.
Well, you suck. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I am freezing.
If that's how it's gonna go.
Okay. Discard those.
Now, even though Mr. Giggles was, what was he?
Scarred by scandals.
Scarred by scandals. He knew that he was innocent of any wrongdoing. So he went home that night to his tiny clown house that fit 100 clowns in it, and he slept without sorrow.
You leave Mr. Giggles alone. I know you hate Mr. Giggles.
Everyone hates Mr.
Truly.
Giggles. Good
I
lord.
really do.
Is that like a TARDIS little clown house? It's bigger on the inside. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right,
Hey,
so
she gets to play.
Lola
She
was frolicking with the ducks and hugging her new husband, the manatee, when along comes the circus, and behind them they bring tigers, and the tiger started teasing her because she was married to a manatee.
The tiger.
She was taunted by tigers. Then, apparently, when her dad died, he left the nanny in charge of everything. And the nanny decided that she was really proud of Lola because Lola just shunned by society. She didn't care. She's still in love with that manatee, and she's still, you know, gosh darn it, she's just living her life.
Gosh darn
So
it. People like her.
the children were written out of the will,
Whoa.
and everything was given to Lola.
So both skip your draw
Dang,
phase.
yo.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Question, with all these event cards, they can be played at any time, yes?
They will say you can play them at any time.
If
Or,
they-
If you
or
can.
they'll have a little U-turn symbol on them like this.
Okay.
But
But otherwise, you still have to play it on
on
your
your
turn.
turn. Yeah, it's one of your actions.
All right.
Draw 1 card from each opponent's hand. If you control a character with the money icon, you may play any number of these cards as free plays now.
Which one are you gonna draw?
Oh, dang it.
I can play any of you. What?
Any number of them.
Oh
free.
my gosh. It's like candy.
If
That'd
you
be a good
control a
story.
character with what?
The money
That
icon.
money symbol.
Did you just say I have to make a story for all these?
Yeah. Oh yes. You can't play them
part
without
of
a
the
story.
game?
Okay, so, this is Igor. He's a gravedigger. He's usually outside. Some gypsies pass by, and he was jinxed by gypsies.
That's lame.
This is Brain in a Box, Mr. Lord Slaughter. Did you say somebody made you food? The nanny made food. No, she didn't make food. All right, anyway, his cook made
Nobody
some food.
cooks for me.
Nobody cooks for me.
Nobody knows.
He had the chef make some food, and he was sickened by salmon. So, and then I've got 3 to go through.
These stories are lame.
And of course,
Right.
Mine was better.
first the circus totally freaked her out, and she was driven to drink. And then they tried to make friends with her, and she kind of got over that a little bit. It was helpful, but when she came home one night, they had some nice topiaries by the house, and she was terrified by a topiary.
Stupid kid.
I also have this card to play. Choose 2 living characters and swap their modifier cards. Okay, I shall do that now. There you go. And it
I
is
can't
now
even see her. There's so many cards. on front of
your
her.
turn. Oh, I get to draw.
No, that's the manatee on top of her.
Make sure you look for any effects.
Oh, skip
of
your
the-
draw
That's
phase. Sorry, I forgot
inappropriate.
that.
I'm
Oh, I don't have to
disappointed
do
in your
these.
behavior.
No, I don't have to do anything. I didn't play any of these
So
cards.
am
I
I.
don't have to do any of it.
No, but your
No,
draw limit is decreased
No,
by 1
what?
card.
it didn't get played. I don't think when you swap.
Yes.
Do you?
While this is
Okay.
showing, your draw limit is decreased by 1 card.
Discard a card from your hand every time you play. Modifier. But this, I traded. Didn't play that one. I traded them, so that doesn't count, right?
I don't think so.
And there we go. Okay. So I'm just down by 1. Okay, got it.
So draw phase because I don't have any cards, and I'm done.
What? Oh
Alright,
my
You're not
word.
gonna like me for this. All other players must discard any event cards and untimely death cards they have in their hands.
Yep, I don't
I
like you
have
for
you.
that.
And young cousin Mordecai, the red-headed stepchild. Inbreeding is the least of his worries. He was walking along, I know, right? He was walking along in the garden,
Singing a song.
singing a bad attitude song and, having no friends and being really pale and generally sick.
Being really
Generally sickly. And unfortunately, he wandered off the trail and was pierced by porcupines. Sometimes having too many points can be a dangerous thing.
There's an animal
Why
out
are
in
you
this.
talking like this?
Why aren't you talking like this? That's my question.
Why aren't you?
Well,
Go ahead, do it. Talk like that. Sparrow.
the butler, being his jolly self, was highly disappointed when he was chased down by the children. And I have to give a card to the player on my right.
Thank you.
Now, can she still take a turn if she's drawn?
No,
It's
she's
once
doing her
you
draw phase. That's her draw phase.
So it doesn't matter that when you discard your entire hand, you don't count that as a draw phase? Because he discarded his entire hand and he still had a turn. So I'm just asking about that little...
No, once you draw back up, that's...
He drew back up, so you allowed him to
Yeah,
do
that was
something.
that was like on the second
Yeah,
round. I said
yeah.
I'm choosing one of my actions to discard.
Yeah,
I still have one action left to.
and you said, yeah. It doesn't say it ends
No.
it.
Yeah, because I was out of cards. So.
It says make 2 plays and then draw back up.
But,
Right. So once you draw back
But
up...
I would have discarded and drawn back up. Or I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's-
So
but
then
you
he
can't
shouldn't have
then-
done... you're
No,
saying
I
the same-
should have.
No.
My play was to discard. I get to make 2 plays from this list.
Mm-hmm.
So he discarded his entire hand. Oh, it doesn't say to draw it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You discard.
So
That
you get
was-
to do your actions, and then you draw up.
Oh.
So he should not have played.
He should
Right.
not have played.
Oh, okay.
Well, this whole game is a bust.
It's okay. I just wanted to point it, make sure we had the rules right, because then she was not going to get to go if you know. I'm saying.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying. Okay, so now...
Your show voice is ridiculous.
Your show voice is ridiculous.
Mine's exactly the same.
I'm reading. I'm trying to make it exciting.
So she was terrified by her topiary. Oh, ran inside the house.
What's a topiary?
What?
What is a topiary?
It's like a
A
carved
bush.
tree.
Oh,
It's like what they have at Disney.
It's like Edward Scissorhand
Yeah.
made tree.
terrifying.
Was as she ran into the house, she was then menaced by mice. Ugh, the child. You know, her sister apparently, or whoever this is else in her household, marries a porpoise and everything's fine, but every animal she encounters is terrifying her. And okay,
It's because
So,
she drinks too much.
Lord Slaughter, who was sickened by salmon, you know, as if it wasn't bad enough, you know, here he is laying in bed, the knock at the door. He has to, I don't know how, because he's just a brain in a box, but he gets himself to the door and finds out it's the creditors, and he is now crippled by creditors.
Oh no.
The player to your
What did they do,
right,
break his kneecaps?
the player to your right may randomly select and keep 2 cards from your hand. Huzzah! And I'm just decreasing.
Okay, so Mr. Giggles, after having slept without sorrows, went back into town the next night and was up to his old tricks, and before long he was put into prison.
What?
And
What did he do?
he was being Mr. Giggles. And
I'd like to know what's happening.
while he was in prison, the queen of the land found out what
Whoa,
he had done.
We have a queen?
Oh, we have a queen. And Mr. Giggles was cursed by the queen. And I must discard my entire hand.
Oh, that
one
hurt.
card of it.
That's quite a loss.
Skip your draw phase.
That says, but I didn't play that card. I discarded that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
on fire.
What does this
Sorry.
card say?
Your drum limit is decreased by 1
Ah,
card.
okay.
I have a 4.
So,
None of that.
I am going to play.
What? Is that your new voice?
I'm just going to keep switching it up until she stops making no.
That'd be cool.
Stop acknowledging.
Oi, mate. Replace.
I'll have a ball.
I don't even have a story for this. Replace the top modifier card on a character with 1 from your. Oh, never mind.
Never mind, I don't like that one.
Well, a character with 1 from. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I will.
All you have is good stuff. Why would you trade it now?
Shh. I'm gonna replace this with this, so my draw limit is decreased by 1. But I'm gonna play this.
Interesting.
Choose an untimely death card from the discard pile, then play it on a living character that either has the heart icon or a negative self-worth score.
Huh? What? Oh, so you could have a. Oh wow! If somebody had a positive but a heart. Oh boy.
So, he was overcome
He
by the measles.
Hey, you didn't even give a story. He was overcome by the measles.
Well, he was already suffered from sores, I guess, from switching. So, he had sores. It was the measles.
He got sores
So,
from switching. What?
Yeah. And it's worth an additional -10 with the skull icon. Yay. So that was my 2 cards. And I'll draw a new.
So, I can play 2 additional cards, and they can be any combination of untimely deaths and modifiers with the negative points.
What?
So I can play
What?
3 more cards, right? Because that was
Yes.
1, so yeah. So, the children who were written out of the will. Oh, wait. I was just joking about them.
Back that story up.
The children who were written out of the will. Nope.
Take that page out of the typewriter.
Oh, that would be the funny scene. Lola had to get out of the lake.
She's not a machine.
We don't know why. She just had to get out of the lake.
You're suffocating me. I need space and oxygen.
Stupid ducks and the manatee and the girl over there with the porpoise. I can't take it anymore.
Whoa.
It's the exact same thing. So she gets out of the lake and she was pursued by poodles.
That's the one I had. She got from me. That's so funny.
And
Oh,
so she
throwing
climbed
animals.
up on a tree. And she was
should've stayed in the
climbing and
lake.
climbing and climbing and
Oh no, she
God help her, but she fell from high. So yeah, she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
She
So
got
that was 2 cards. Now I get to play one more. The children who were written out of the will. Wait, no.
Oh my gosh, it's the same story.
Yeah, the children who were written
That
out
page
of
is not staying in the typewriter.
It's like Groundhog's Day over here.
They grew old without grace. Stupid card. What?
So I get
The player to my right randomly selects and
2?
discards 2 cards from.
Oh, you have to discard them, so you don't get to do it.
Back.
You can't even look at
way
it.
to tease me.
Man.
Man, it's frustrating.
All right, so apparently I was taunted by tigers without me knowing it because last
You
I
stole my
knew I was
card.
greeted by ghosts, and I missed the whole taunted by tigers thing. But, you know, between being greeted by the ghosts and taunted by the tigers, I was just consumed from within, and I died. Well, we all know Mr. Giggles was
You leave Mr. Giggles
cursed
alone.
by the queen. So what did he do? Why, now that he was in charge of the circus, he simply went on to the next town. And everyone at the next town, of course, loved the circus, and he found fame at a feast. There you go, Mr. Giggles.
I get to draw 2 cards. No,
Oh,
as
you
soon
get
as
those
play
too.
This.
So I get those two.
Cheater.
Oh, what was that?
I'm trying to think of what voice I'm going to do now.
See, but I find it amusing, so it's okay. I don't care how annoyed you get. I just get
Well,
I forgot what it is.
it seems that who is that over there? Who is that over there?
I can't even see it.
Well, bring them back over here.
Helena.
Seems that Helena was given a second chance. You remove her death card, please.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Cancel and discard an untimely death card as it's played. I gave you.
Read the second part of that card.
Or remove and discard an untimely death card from a deck.
Ha!
Did you just get that from drawing a card?
Yes, I did.
I hate
Thank you
you.
very much.
I-
That's what you get for messing with Mr. Giggles.
You know what? Your voice sounds funny, so just leave me alone.
And having been raised from the dead, the Pope thought that this was a miracle, and so he sent a bishop, and she was blessed by the bishop.
Thank you.
And I'm done.
Whoa, I can discard any number of cards from my hand and draw until I reach my limit. Okay, I can do that. Shut up.
All right. So, it was a dark and stormy night. I get to draw 4 cards and play any one card, including an untimely death, as a free play, and then discard until I reach my current draw limit. So, Cousin Mordecai, as he was horribly pierced by the porcupines, was wandering about and he was lost and the needles were in his eyes and he couldn't see.
Whoa!
And he disappeared in the fog.
Yeah, go after mine when he's gonna win the game when you have no points either.
I'll quit you whinging.
And I still get
What?
that was
free.
free. So I still get to play 1 card, right? I just have
Well,
to
you
discard
have
down.
to discard down to your hand size, and then you get another play.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
And young Angel, tired of the craziness of the circus and the manatee love affairs and the resurrections, decided that she was going to become a sailor. And she was going to get out of Dodge. And she hopped on a boat and she was sailing away. And she was marooned on the moors. And if this character has a negative self-worth score, you may play an untimely death card on it as a free play.
You just ended
She
the
is
game.
dead.
Oh.
Way to play that, buddy.
Out of nowhere.
You kept messing with Mr. Giggles.
I have 30 points.
Because you were the one to do that to. He didn't have
All
any
right.
negative points at the time.
So, that has ended the game immediately. So now we look at whatever our dead characters are, their negative points. That is our score. So I have negative 15. You don't have any dead characters, so you have 0.
I have 30.
She has negative 30, and you have...
Minus 65.
So Ryan is the most...
She doesn't like your regular voice either.
So Ryan is the gloomiest player tonight. We really like this game.
so much fun.
This
It's
game
so
is a
ridiculous.
whole lot of fun. It's very ridiculous. It's very much a take that kind of game. And as you can see, some people get kind of a little upset when they get picked on a lot. And it's okay.
Some people are just better at being depressing and sad than other people.
Yeah,
It's a gift.
it is. All right, so that was Gloom. Fantastic game. It's a nice small box. It's easy to transport. It's very inexpensive. We'd highly recommend that you check this game out. It's got many expansions for it. So that was Gloom. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more gaming goodies. And until next time, game on.
Gloom on.